This time is pivotal. Either youth are going to be nurtured or they're going to be neglected. This is a time where we need to invest in our youth into the future. It's amazing, from 3 to 6 p.m., there was this big need in the community. There was kids that needed guidance, that needed structure in these periods of time. And I saw these libraries that were there that were underutilized. And libraries are such an amazing resource in the community, but nobody tapped into them. What if we find these libraries in these communities where kids that really need guidance, where there's youth already there, and we put them together and mesh them and blend them together in a beautiful pot, in a beautiful mixture. So I checked out my hypothesis, and what I found was incredible. Youth and libraries together in these empty spaces, in these safe spaces, in this pivotal time where kids have nowhere to go and they get lost in finding very constructive activities for them to do. I started off as a therapeutic mentor, wanting to help kids, working in an overtown, working with a single mother. She didn't want any furniture in the house because it was so dangerous. She didn't want anybody there. And I was saying, what's going on in your community? What is the biggest need? And he said, Devin, there's no father figures in our area. This is what we need. It was my call to action, and I needed to do something about it. I'm Devin Browne. I'm the founder and CEO of Sports Konnect. It wasn't just libraries, it was sports. Sports is one of those things that transcends. The reason why I have the name Sports Konnect is sports connects to everything in life. If you think about sports, it connects to movies, it connects to mental health, your physical health, through education, anything you could think of, sports connects to it. And we thought about how can we blend sports and fitness and libraries together. The power of sports with youth is that it teaches them discipline, it teaches them teamwork, they get better grades, they become better people, better students, all from the power of just what sports does. Sports is really, when you look at a game, it's actually life playing out in itself. You have to overcome adversity. You have to work as a team. You have to go through trial and error. All these things in a mix of a game is actually life in itself. And with libraries, we've seen kids come into the library, not learning about education or thinking reading is boring, to actually taking books that they find interesting. And I always say, when you always find interest, you find education. One of our really cool fun libraries that we have at Shenandoah Library, we have about 60 youth. It's across the street from Shenandoah Middle School. So we have a bunch of kids that come over and rush over through our library. It's a lot of energy. It really embodies the little Havana community. There's kids everywhere. They're excited to play and learn, and they're excited to run and jump and have a great time through sports. I grew up as a kid in Miami. I love this city. I love this town. As a young boy, as a child, I was always to see, how can I reach back to my community? How can I find kids and give them a childhood that I wish I could have had, that my friends could have had, that my family could have had. And that always just motivated me and driven me to do the work, to treat them as kind of like my children, and to give them the best of the best, to give them the best education, to give them the best things that they need to grow and flourish in life. And I always want to be a path and a guiding light, a way to help them be their best selves and find that there is another way, that there is hope, that there is a belief. I've always just wanted to pour into them love, and I feel this is my purpose to do it. This time is pivotal. Either youth are going to be nurtured or they're going to be neglected. This is a time where we need to invest in our youth into the future. We need to give them a safe space to be their best selves. I always say youth are the painters of the world. It's so important for society, for the world, that we nurture and have a generation of youth that has intelligence, that has the skills to compete and be great in the 21st century. If we don't, we'll have a generation of youth that are dealing with severe mental health, depression, anxiety, stress, bullying, crime, poverty. We are looking at generations of youth gone. But investing in programs like this, we can save them, and we can have children of love and children that will impact and make our society and world a better place. So I need your help. The mental health crisis on youth is very, very important. If we don't tackle this, then we could have youth dealing with mental health crisis for generations. We need your support in this. If you want to be a teammate, a visionary, any type of resources, we really need to get serious around this topic on what's going on with children on all atmospheres. We have a generation that need the support, that need the love, that need all the resources that they can get. If you're a visionary, if you have any funding or want to come as a funder, we want to take this to a national and international organization. And it's going to take all of us as a team. They always say it takes a village to raise a child. So I need the whole village to rally behind me to take this not only nationally, but internationally. Join me, but not with just your resources, but also with your vision. And we will forge a Miami that will be the painters of the world. We will have children for the 21st century that will be happy, healthy, productive, and smart individuals by coming together. Those 3 hours after school every day will promise thousands of tomorrows. Let's make every minute matter.